Alright, this isn't a build guide, but fuck Cull. Fuck Cull. Hi, I'm Mark Roberts. Facebreaker! We ain't using those Cull gloves. I haven't watched this video yet, so I have no idea if they're going to be useful with Hollow Palm. But assuming they are, fuck Cull. We're not using those new gloves. We're going Facebreaker, Hollow Palm, baby. Let's see what the video's got going for us.
I'm Mark Roberts, Game Director on Path of Exile. Today, we'd like to showcase two more unique items. First up we have the Auspex.
This thing just looks nice, actually.
Drive your foes mad with. And
drive your foes mad?
A remake of a Path of Exile 1 classic,
Ooh.
Facebreaker.
You just said a remake, which is a little bit concerning.
Which provides a variety of ways to bring the ultimate beatdown on your enemies. These are both coming in Return of the Ancients. In ancient times, a lost child
going off the
was taken
chest
in
piece
by
first.
an Asmeri village.
See if it's anything I would want.
Aspects of the village declared him an ill omen, as their crops soured and their days darkened. Thereafter, ravens gathered and mists descended, following him, driving him deeper and deeper into madness. Harness that madness and become...
Oh, okay, so there is another way to get Grueling Madness. We'll have to see what Mist Raven that they just said become, so that's probably it. But, evasion rating, some life, requires a ton of dex, chance to deflect is lucky while on low life, and enemies in your presence gain 1 Grueling Madness.
Auspex yourself. Summon a singular Mist Raven, a minion that will ravage your foes.
Oh! A minion with Culling Strike that uses your Culling Strike threshold. And it grants you a Frenzy Charge when it culls. So this chest piece, again, fuck Cull, we're using Facebreakers as long as they're not useless, but this thing with Resonance could be another way to generate a ton of power charges.
Cull enemies. The Mist Raven has a unique command skill, which causes it to dive at your targets, shattering reality.
It does look really cool. I probably wouldn't use this for my build.
Enemies killed by the Mist Raven will also grant you frenzy charges, giving the Raven...
But it does look really nice. Plus, I was originally considering all stuff. Okay, so now we actually get an idea of what Grueling Madness is. This was on the other Raven staff. First Grueling Madness slows their movement speed by 15%. Each additional Grueling Madness increases the slow potency of debuffs, that seems to be all debuffs, by 10%. Yep, affects the Grueling Madness and any other. Maximum of 10 Grueling Madness can be inflicted, which means that you can double the debuff of your slows, which would be 30% with just Grueling Madness. But if you have any other slows, those are also getting doubled. You can potentially give enemies like functional freeze without actually freezing them.
Finally, the Auspex also makes your deflect chance lucky while you're on low life.
Lucky deflect is just nice.
The Mist Raven does a good job of instilling fear in your
I feel like you want to get to 100% deflect anyway before they show Facebreakers. I'm going to talk about this. I feel like you just want to get to 100% deflect anyway, but the deflect chance from that, low life, especially with ward stuff, and I've seen like there are low life builds going around where you already just had like 1 life, not CI, I believe, so. But here's Facebreakers.
Have Facebreaker.
Come on, show me.
The Ezamites and Eternal Empire have a
Ezamite?
bloody history. Some enjoyed the
Alright, here we go. Has 8 to 12 physical damage, plus 3 to plus 4 per boss's face broken. Oh. Increased stun build up, 1% more unarmed damage per 5 strength. 3 to melee strike range while unarmed, 1 to armor per strength, and you can attack as though using a one-handed mace while both your hand slots are empty. So this lets you use mace. If you equip this with Hollow Palm, this lets you equip mace, or use mace and quarterstaff things as if you're using both of them. I don't know what boss is face broken, I imagine I'll talk about that, but getting more unarmed damage and strength. I'm still going to use Monk, but with Hollow Palm you want a bunch of evasion and energy shield, so I don't really know if you're going to be getting evasion, energy shield, and strength, but I guess you could just get a decent amount of evasion energy shield and then be stacking strength to be getting a ton of armor as well, plus unarmed damage.
Thrill of battle, a little more than others. Follow in the
See
footsteps
what boss's
of the Red
face
Wolf with
broken
his legendary
means.
gloves. While equipped and your hands are empty, you can use all mace skills with just your fists.
Weak.
This is the ultimate Smackdown unique.
Got you.
As you progress through the campaign, you too can collect teeth of enemies you've pulverized. As you break their faces, you
Each boss encounter icon on the world screen is a face that can be broken by beating the encounter. Okay.
can track the bosses you've smashed on your map, with each granting you added physical damage.
That also increased the stun buildup? I don't know if stun buildup just increases with physical damage.
Facebreaker provides offensive and defensive benefits for stacking up strength, so you can become a true face-breaking powerhouse. I mean, just check this out. Hammer of the Gods? How about Fist of the Gods? You'll be able to torment minds with the Auspex and break faces with...
I feel like that's going to be a bit annoying to have to go back through so much of the campaign, because I imagine I'm not going to be able to league start with Facebreakers unless I get giga lucky. But still, fuck Cull Gloves. Who the fuck cares about Cull Gloves? Throw that idea straight in the trash. We're doing Facebreakers.
Facebreaker as unique items in Return of the Ancients. Join us for the release of Return of the Ancients on May 29th. Thanks for watching, and see you then.
In case you didn't hear me the first, 3 or 4 times, what the fuck has SNL turned into? What the fuck was SNL ever? Fuck Cull, we're going Facebreakers.